Good morning and welcome. Thanks for joining in today. Today I'm making a Southeast Asian stew called do pyaza. What does do pyaza mean? Do means twice the amount and pyaza or pyaz means onions. So this is a dish which is quite rich in onions. A lovely caramelized sweet taste of onions come in this dish. This can be made either with beef, mutton, lamb or chicken. I'm using mutton, and in my view mutton and lamb are the best two meats to use because they don't take very long to cook. Unlike beef obviously has got more flavor in it but takes much longer to cook. The recipe I'm cooking today is very simple, does not require many spices in there, and most of these spices will already be in your kitchen cupboard. My sister cooked this for me, my younger sister, when I went to visit her a couple of years ago in USA. So I'm hoping I can do justice to her dish. So let's cook. I have taken 3 tablespoonfuls of cooking oil. I use rapeseed oil for my normal cooking, so I've taken rapeseed oil. You can use sunflower oil or cooking oil or ghee, whatever you normally use. So I'm cooking half a kilogram or 1 pound of mutton today. I have taken 4 medium-sized onions. Out of these 4 medium-sized onions, I'll take approximately one onion, and I'm going to cook this to golden brown. So that's approximately 1 onion in there. So my onions are golden brown. Into this I'm going to grate 1 piece of ginger, which is about an inch all around, and 3 cloves of garlic. Going to turn the stove down so I don't burn my onions. I'm going to cook these until the smell of the raw garlic and ginger is gone. So I've been cooking my ginger and garlic for about 4 minutes, so I can't smell raw garlic anymore, and which means the 2 things I put in there are cooked. So I'm going to use only 3 spices in this dish. I got salt according to your taste. I'm using about 3/4 of a teaspoon. I have got half a teaspoonful of turmeric powder, and I'm using about a teaspoonful of chili flakes. I'll let these cook for about a minute. So that's about a minute, and I cannot smell any raw spices. I can smell the aroma of the turmeric, and they're very nice. And into this I'm going to put my meat, which is boneless mutton, about half a kilogram or about a pound, and I'm going to cook this until my mutton seals, which means it's not pink anymore. So 5-6 minutes later, my meat is well sealed. As you can see, it's not pink anymore. Into this I'm going to put 4 tomatoes, which with a hand blender, they're medium-sized tomatoes, which I have blended into a paste. If you don't have a hand blender or you can't blend the tomatoes, just use tomato puree, or just put cut tomatoes in there, but take the peels out so it doesn't look very messy afterwards. I'm going to put the heat up and cook the tomatoes for a few minutes. So my tomatoes have been cooking with the meat for about 4 minutes now, and the rest of them will cook with the dish. Into this I'm going to put my onions. So these are the remaining 3 medium-sized onions which I finely chopped. Mix it up, stir it around. So obviously this dish has got more onions than normal curries, because that's why it's called do pyaza. Into it I'll put some more water, enough for my meat to tenderize. My meat will take perhaps hour and a half to tenderize. I like my meat very tender, so I will cover this up with a lid, and I'll stir it every 10-15 minutes and check my meat in about 45 minutes to an hour to see how much time it needs. So you should tenderize your meat according to the meat you are using. If you're using chicken, obviously it will take only maybe half an hour to tenderize. If you're using beef, it will take much longer. Lamb obviously will take a bit less time. So I'm going to cover my dish and I shall see you once my meat is tenderized and the dish is ready. So the meat been cooking for about an hour and a half now. As you can see, the oil has come up on the top. That's how much I wanted it to cook. And some taste of it. Tender. We try it with a bit of naan bread. So let's check the meat out, whether it's tender or not. So meat, as you can see, just falls apart. Very, very tender and soft. Let's try the taste. Really lovely taste. I'm sure my sister will be proud of me, and I think I've done justice to her recipe. Simple recipe, only 3 spices, a bit of onions, and a lovely, lovely dish. Lastly, I'm going to garnish this with some fresh coriander and going to have it a bit later with naan bread and some dal. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I shall see you very soon.